Hey guys, welcome back to Runora. Today I have done some water features in there and a little slide for the playground pool. We also got a little splash thingy. I'll update that later, but at the moment it looks like this. I don't care. Maybe we'll update it later and make it a little nicer. A lot of water features in there, some scenery and a bucket. If you want to know how to do this bucket that goes down and stays there for a little, bounces a little bit, simply watch the speed build and you will see how this thing here is done. It was pretty nice making this, and I'll take you now into the speed build. So I started by finishing up these roofs and the walls and the back of these buildings, and then I started with the flume platform and made a little flume in there. I don't think it's necessary to do something extravagant. It's just a little playground flume, and placed a few barriers there. They work now, these metal fences, and they block the guests now, which was a little difficult in the last build, but since the update it works. And I wanted to make a pathway up there, but the game didn't let me do that, so I had to do that with the normal staircases, but yeah, it is what it is. And then I started making some kind of roof. I wanted it to be as open as possible. I'm still thinking about switching the roof a little bit, but we will see. If you have any name suggestions for the coaster, put them in the for the flume, put them in the comments. And then I think I started covering up these supports to get this immersive feeling and simply make the park feel like you're in a Viking area. Also, I'm planning, or I want to do some challenges or something, so maybe we'll see. Most of the things I was building with my mouse, because I have like 9 mouse buttons, and then I set specific shortcuts to that, but we could do challenges like make an entire flume structure or something just with the mouse. That could be interesting. If you want to see that, type that in the comments. And yeah, I finished up these supports, and then I put barrels on top of these pillars and thought I could do some splash effects in there so the people get a little wet, and that's the entire reason for that pool to exist, to have little water features in there. I just really liked how that works. And then we got a little stone structure there, and then I started with the platforms. You don't need 3 platforms for the length, that depends completely, but I used 3 in the beginning, but I'm only using 2 now. And you simply set them to rotating quarterly, and then you place them with a little delay in there. I think that it works really nice, and then I took a bucket. If you want a tutorial how I did that in detail, tell me in the comments too. I would love to make that, just I don't know if you guys need that. And yeah, that's how the bucket worked then. And then it was just a matter of filming it right and getting. I think it works really well. I placed some locks in there to prevent the visitors from seeing that mechanism, and for symmetry reasons I also placed it film on the other side of the rail, and then I just needed to get a little support beam for that. For that water flow supply, and then it generally worked, but I placed a few Watereffects in there to really sell that idea of a water bucket tripping over. But you see in there that the water supply goes through the bucket, and that really destroys the immersion, and later placed it a little higher to prevent that. And I had a little boat in there with also water features. I think I hit the control panel for the bucket really well. I think it's in a nice spot in there, up there. And I forgot in the last episode to do that little fencing. I did it now. I think it makes it look a lot better and give it a little separation from the path. That's it. And yeah, I make that a little higher so that thing doesn't flow through the bucket. It also had a better structure from the support beam. And then I did a little splashy thing. It was, or it is supposed to be, one of these things you can grab and then simply rotate it yourself and splash other people with it. I didn't have any reference images for these things, therefore I simply put that wooden thing in there, and I'll just build something custom later. I made the water effects a little bigger in that thing, that pool. And that's basically it. Hope you had fun watching this. Maybe you gained some inspiration, and see you in the next video.